Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday the 8th of August 2022. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Aquarian Tarot for today's reading. Today, Monday the 8th of August, is also known as the Lion's Gate. Have a look at that if you're interested. But it's something that happens every year on the 8th of the 8th. And it's this opportunity to have a personal breakthrough and to self-actualize. Like certain planets align and everything kind of conspires to give you the maximum amount of power and personal drive and conviction that you need to have a personal breakthrough and to overcome personal difficulties. So check that out, but that's a major opportunity of the day. And I want to see what the Aquarian Tarot has to say about that. Because the Aquarian energy to me is kind of like the and what's the word, antithesis to all this extreme Leo energy on this day, and it may offer an insight into how to use this effectively or in general. Let's see what the cards have to say about Monday. So first we've got the Five of Cups. Okay. The Lovers, and Strength. Ooh. That's interesting because obviously the 8th card of the major arcana, Strength, that is the vibration, the number that's associated with the lion. Usually the Strength card in the tarot has a lion in it and a woman kind of tending to it. Here we've got this knight and this kind of dog, so I'll have a look at that in a second. But the Five of Cups is about perspective and being grateful instead of focusing on the negative, or deliberately focusing on the positive and ignoring the negative. So the strength to have that personal discipline and to say, I'm going to keep the mindset and the feelings positive, thank you very much. So emotional freedom. That leads to the 6th card in the major arcana, the Lovers. So an opportunity to really fall in love in a profound and meaningful way. So with the Five of Cups saying it's the personal perspective and the inner work that's important, if you do that, you have you give yourself the opportunity to, one, fall in love with yourself and say, hey, do you know what? I can manage my own feelings. I can stay positive even when everything else says I should be in despair. And I really love myself for the fact that I'm my own biggest cheerleader and I support myself no matter what. So you can have a breakthrough in the sense that you genuinely fall in love with yourself today. And that's possible, you know, like this is coming from someone who's always had the worst relationship with the self. If it wasn't my appearance that I hated, then I disliked the way I spoke, or my personality traits, or my social ineptness. I mean, I've had a variety of things that haven't worked for me in my life that I could pick from, that I could say, I hate you because of this. But what I noticed is that hating yourself only makes you more aware of other things that you should hate. It's really a dreadful way to live. And even if you do have a catalog list of things that you don't like about yourself, you can actually say, I did this for myself today, even though I still have 99 things that I'm unhappy with. For instance, on this day, I exercised some emotional discipline here, and I've done that. So I can be genuinely proud of the fact that I can manage my own emotions and focus on that for the next couple of minutes. And I promise you that will show you something else that you can love in yourself, that you can be proud of. So you can turn around the focus from your own negativity, your own losses, the things you're dissatisfied with, and you can change the gaze over to the things that you are happy with, that you do like in yourself, and you can build a new relationship with yourself. It's the first day of your new life, living with yourself in a new way. Seriously, it's doable. Again, personally, I started celebrating my achievements and celebrating myself for the good things. And it means that on some level, it's easier to achieve other good things, and then it becomes a snowball effect where you have more positive experiences, and they then prompt you to say, hey, actually, I love myself for having done all these things. So that's really important, and I think that's key. But second of all, if you manage to stay positive and in an attitude of gratitude and realize that you are free to choose again, that puts you in a position where it's likely that you meet a soulmate, an actual lover, like a kindred spirit, someone who is in a similar place in life or on the same path, the same journey. You have something in common, and it's a really important long-term relationship. So, I mean, the example of that is, oh, I'm so depressed, I'm just not going to go out today and just hide under the duvet. Then you won't meet the right person. If you're like, oh, I feel a little bit under the weather, but I know that going out in the morning and walking for half an hour, that's going to make me feel better. And drinking a bottle of water instead of the 8 cups of coffee is also going to make me feel better. So I'm going to exercise some discipline and do that, even though I don't feel it. And then when you're out on that walk, you drinking your water, you actually do have the potential to meet the right person. So it's acting as if and being disciplined so that you're productive and you're making an effort even if you don't feel like doing so. And finally, the confirmation of all this is the strength card, and it says that you can do things that you don't necessarily like. You can do things that you know are good for you, even if you don't enjoy doing them. You have the strength to do that, to play the long game of doing things that have a positive outcome in the long run. You don't just have to constantly meet your short-term desires and needs. You can look at the bigger picture and kind of retrain yourself almost. You have this, oh, that's with the dog. Like, you can create a Pavlovian response in yourself to say, you know, when these negative thoughts or behaviors come up, instead, I'm going to do something else. And the cards are saying that that's a real breakthrough. The personal strength, kind of taking responsibility for yourself and your behavior and your actions, that's then what's really going to change the fabric of your life. Because the cards are saying that you're not perfect, the way none of us are, but there are lots of things that you can tweak and improve upon, and those improvements will be seen and valued by other people who will then want to be around you, or who will be attracted to you, or who want to learn how to do the same thing for themselves. Ultimately, you're becoming more lovable and loving by investing in yourself. Retrain your brain. I love it. Number-wise, we've got 5 and 6 is 11. And 8 is 19. 1 and 9 is 10. 10 reduces to 1 in numerology, and 1 is about power and strength and independence. First card in the tarot, in the Major Arcana, is the Magician. And it's a card that says, if you listen to your higher self, you can create magic on planet Earth. And I think the thing that's being magically remade, the magic wand that's being waved, is on you. Like, you can change as a person, you can have personal breakthroughs, you can see things differently, you can operate on a different level. And because you're making those inner changes first and foremost, they're going to have a magical and positive effect on your actual life. But it's not like, you know, today I'm going to go and get a boyfriend. It's much more about how can, okay, I'm having a negative moment. So instead of now, I don't know, biting my fingernails to make myself feel better, I'm just going to let that moment pass. I'm going to give it 10 minutes to just wait for this feeling to abate without doing something negative. And that then creates this space where you are retraining your brain. Ultimately, you end up having much more beautiful fingernails, which then, I mean, just with that trivial example, someone else may be attracted to. That's what I mean by this. So different behavior elicits different responses from other people around you. And it's going to look more positive because the Lovers card is at the center of this spread and it's a really happy card. So I hope you have a great day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.